Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm here with Rodney Skelton, Film Commissioner of the BVI Tourist Board and Chairperson of the Lobster Fest Committee. Good to see you, my brother.
Well, good to be here. Every time I'm here, I feel like I'm home, like I should be hosting this show with you. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I need another co-host. We can have a lot of fun.
We got a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun.
You think they're ready for us?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
The people are ready. They're waiting. Yeah. You listen. Big plan this weekend. I mean, and the whole world is excited. I know it ain't just the BVI. The whole world excited. What's happening? What's going to be happening at Gala this weekend?
We have our second annual Lobster Festival. As we were speaking off air, I don't think anybody could champion this effort more than you, because I know you were excited for last year's event. You gave us some good ideas. I think we ran with some of those ideas. We're going to have a great time Saturday and Sunday on Anegada for the Lobster Fest.
Absolutely. And the hotels are telling you now to book 2 days. They want you to come one day again.
How about the hotels telling you forget about it? All of Anegada is already booked up. All of Anegada is already booked up. So anyone who's looking for accommodations for that weekend,
bring your tent.
My suggestion is pitch a tent or partner with maybe 2 or 3 of your friends and check out a Marine Max or Sunsail or one of them and get a yacht. Get an air-conditioned yacht.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That's a good idea. So you're getting a lot of overseas visitors?
Yes. The feedback is great. The flights coming into Anegada, they're all booked up. I think VI Airlines are looking to book in some more. Inter-Island Ferry is running from St. Thomas. We're getting great feedback from St. Croix, which is, sometimes people think that St. Croix is a little far off, and then especially considering where they're going to have to come from to where they're going to have to go to. This is the most eastern point of the BVI, and we are getting excellent feedback. The Puerto Ricans are coming in their vessels. They're sailing all the way up to Anegada. So we're expecting an extremely large crowd this year, more so than we had last year.
And the entertainment, what's going to be happening? I see quite a few businesses have bands, DJs. What's up with the entertainment?
Well, that's it. What we've tried to do is make sure that we keep this event as local as possible. As you know, this is not a centralized location. You go to the Lobster Festival, the idea is to go around to the 11 participating restaurants, get a chance to see the flamingos, get a chance to see the iguanas, see all of what Anegada has to offer. So instead of having it set up in a central village type setup, we have it where folks can go around. So each of the businesses have their own entertainment, and we've provided a list of different entertainers because we have that list, and they have gone through and they've started to pick what entertainers, and there's a wide plethora of entertainers, bands, musicians that are going to be performing at each of these businesses. Each of these businesses have at least 2 different local performers each day, and it's 100% local.
Wow, that's so from Friday night you could expect entertainment
Friday night, and that's something that
Sunday afternoon,
all the way to Sunday. That's something that they jumped on board with. Last year, the Friday evening wasn't as packed with entertainment. This year, all of the businesses, they're like, listen, we know that the tourist board is planning this event from Saturday to Sunday. They want to kick it off on Friday. So persons who are overnighting on Anegada will be able to go over and have a great time beginning from Friday night.
Okay, of course. So you got the ferries running from Road Town.
We got the Romney and Associates. Their big boat CB Breeze will be running at 9:30 from Road Town. We have Speedies is going to be running 10 o'clock from Virgin Gorda and from Trellis Bay. Both boats have entertainment on board as well. Mm-hmm. So from the time you leave port, you're in party mode.
Yeah.
So they're going to have entertainment, they're going to have drinks on board, and they're helping us to get the festivities kicked off. We're really glad to have Speedies, not Speedies, sorry. We're glad to have Speedies, who was there last year and was a big catalyst, but to have the Romney and Associates on board this year. Road Town Fast Ferry, I know they're doing some carrying of some loads with St. Thomas as well. So I know they wanted to be on board, but I did want to give them a big shout out because they're assisting us with getting our staff and getting our supplies and everything over to Anegada. So even though they can't participate in the event per se, they have their regular run on Sunday. But they're still a major sponsor, and so I want to thank Bobby Hodge for working with the tourist board. So that's by ferry.
Yes, sir. Then, of course, you got VIA Link has got a tremendous fair.
Before we go to VIA Links, we got to go to where VIA Links is going to be landing. The airport, you came in on the plane last year?
Yeah.
You will be amazed to see what the airport looks like on Anegada right this instant. Civil aviation, I think it's civil aviation is the correct name of that department. They've come on board, practically demolished that old airport, and we're going to have a brand new second-hand airport, but it's something that we can be proud of. Nice landscaping, really nice setup on the inside, so when you come to the airport, you feel like you're coming to an airport. So I want to give them credit. VI Airlines have dropped their fare from $99 round trip to $79 round trip. You can't beat that. Go to Anegada. As the plane goes up in the air,
you're down.
7 minutes later, you're down on the ground.
Yes.
Again, we want to get you there as quickly as possible, get you into the party mode.
Now, for those who weren't there last time, as you just mentioned, you got about 12. You got about 12, 11 restaurants.
Yes.
in taking part this year, and they all over.
All over, from the north side to the south side.
So you get a chance to see the whole place.
The whole place.
How you get around? How you get around this time?
All right. Well, the idea is to visit at least 5 out of those 11 and try the lobster sampler. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get a whole lobster, get a whole lobster. You want steak, you want fish, whatever you want, we're gonna have it. But to be a part of what we're offering, you have to purchase the lobster samplers, which is just, you're going to get lobster prepared 3 different ways or with 3 different dipping sauces. Those are about 10 to 15 bucks. And those, I want to tap that in. Those are going to come with a complimentary beverage. The complimentary beverage must be made with Carlwood's rum down there in King Garden Bay. So you see, again, we're trying to tie in the whole local bit to it. So we want you to visit at least 5 out of the 11. Every time you buy a lobster sampler, you're going to get a different colored bead around your neck. You get 5 different colored beads. You come back to tourist board. Say, Mr. Skelton, look, I got my 5 beads. We're not encouraging flashing to get beads, but if that's what gets you beads, that's up to you.
How you get the beads?
You get a beads. So once you have 5 different beads, you come back to the tourist board and you get a gift bag filled with goodies. I think one of your next guests that's going to be coming up, she has provided some stuff for the goodie bag. But I'll let her speak about that part. Yes.
Now,
transportation.
Yes, you're going to have buses and Anegada taking people around to the various restaurants and locations.
Now, this was the one area that we could fix, that we needed a little bit of tweaking on. Last year, if you came on Rodney Skelton's shuttle, you had to sit and wait for Rodney Skelton to come back around to you. We've changed that. We've worked well with Brother Randell over there on Anegada, along with the Taxi and Livery Commission, and we've set up a route. And we're going to have lobster cash. So when you come out after dark, you're going to use the greenbacks for what Uncle Sam have.
Yeah.
Get you some lobster cash, and with each lobster dollar that you have, that will afford you to get onto the shuttle. So let's say the first stop. What was your favorite one last year?
I can't remember.
You had so much of them that you went to. Let's say Big Bamboo.
Yeah.
The
first one comes to mind.
First one comes to mind is Big Bamboo. Yeah. All right. So you're at Big Bamboo, and now you want to head to Flash of Beauty. You don't have to wait for Rodney Skelton to come back. You're not looking for my bus. The very next bus that passes, you jump on it, and you hand him some of your lobster cash, and you off well on your way.
Okay, that's
so we
cool.
think that's going to streamline the process.
So you have
a
these
little
buses
bit.
continuously
going,
and you could just pick up one anytime you're ready.
Anytime you're ready. Yeah. Now they're going to be running on intervals of about every 30 minutes, because obviously that can get expensive for buses to just be circling.
Well, and you want people to stay in the restaurant a couple of minutes anyhow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we think with that little fix, we think we fixed everything that we could possibly fix. The rest is just up to you guys to come over and have a great time.
That's great. And that's Saturday the 29th and Sunday the 30th.
No,
but the action really going to start on Friday night.
You coming over Friday?
I come over Friday.
Okay, well, you and I.
Don't be asking me them things on the air.
Well, I also wanted to point out for those folks, because the vehicle rentals for the most part are gone as well as the scooter rentals. Sammy, Virgin Gorda, the barge that he has, that is again a new addition to the Lobster Fest. He is going to be running his barge. You can put your personal vehicle on the barge in Virgin Gorda. You can put it on the barge in Trellis Bay. For $175 round trip, it leaves Virgin Gorda at 7 a.m., leaves Beef Island at 8 a.m. and comes back at 5. So if you want to drive around in the convenience of your own vehicle and enjoy Anegada on your own, you can still take your own vehicle over. And there's only one other great addition. There's a young man, and I keep forgetting his name every time I do these interviews. He's designed a party bus. On the inside of this bus is a disco ball. There's a bar set up, the TV screens around, air conditioned. He has one of those poles that
you could dance around.
Say, I ain't say, but he has one of those poles in there.
You could dance around the pole.
You could dance around the pole.
On the pole, upside down, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I hope everybody. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I see it on TV.
Oh, you've seen it on TV?
I see it on TV.
Okay, well, we're going to get a chance to experience it. So anyway, this gentleman, he's bringing his party bus over. For $50, you jump on the bus. He has drinks on board, but he's taking you around to all of the different businesses. Again, we want to create a nice, festive, fun-loving atmosphere.
It's gonna be hot.
I think it's gonna be. Now I'm gonna be working, so when you pass me along the road, please stop and offer me something.
I'll give you a little drink or something.
That could work. That could work.
So if people want to get in touch with you, in Anegada, if you have any challenges, you want to get some information, you got any hookups?
I don't think I want to give out my cell phone number for that weekend. That's gonna be too much calls.
Well, make a tourist board number available.
Look for a tourist board staff. We're gonna have, and that's what we're gonna have.
You're gonna have
tons of tourist
You're gonna be
boards.
set on the dock.
We're gonna be on the dock, but we're gonna be all over. We're gonna be in bright orange shirts with white caps. You can't miss the tourist board staff. But if you want more information, it's bvifoodfet.com.
And you got okay. Go ahead.
bvifoodfet.com/Anegada Lobster Festival.
The tag is right there. Just click on it.
It's right there. Click on it, and all the information is there. If you want to know what restaurant is going to have what sampler, what drink, click on it. It's all there.
Everything is there.
Yeah.
And you have the iguana pack nicely clean up.
The iguana.
And
I know that National Park has done some work with it. I think they still want to get it up to another level.
And you have a flamingo booth set up so you could know that you could go and get tours.
I could tell you where to see the flamingos. If you think you're going to get close.
And you have, the boats, you could take a boat.
Yeah, the boats are all operating. Anybody wants to go out to the conch mounds. I think I know Garfield is doing some tours. You want to go out on a flat bottom boat, you want to fly fishing.
That's one of the problems I had last time. I wanted to see the flamingos and I didn't know where to get a tour.
I think we'd have to walk with some binoculars. Because they're really on the inner part of the pond.
But I've been told that you could get to them if you had a tour guide who knows how to get to them.
You need a boat. You need a boat to get them.
Somebody needs that's an opportunity.
Garfield
that's
does
a business opportunity.
Brother
so
Garfield
we need to find
when you want to do it.
I don't know when I want to do it, but whenever I want to do it, I want to be able to do it.
Okay.
I want to go right there on the spot and get it and book my tour.
I believe you have Rodney Skelton's number. You call me when we on Anegada. You let me know when you want to do it.
All right, my brother. Listen, thanks for coming by.
All right, thanks for having me.
If there's anything else, we got everything else in. We got everything in, right?
I think it's time that we take this show and make this show a live show. And we do a live broadcast from Anegada. What do you think?
Well, it's just it's a little earlier. We could have worked it out.
Ain't too late. Never too late.
Well, we'll see.
All right, good. That's good enough.
Yes, my brother. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me, man.
And we're going to have a ball this weekend.
All right.
Absolutely.